Professor Lovepain, we appear to have a problem with the clinical trials Z007.
What do you mean, problem?
Once exposed to drug Z007, the side effects don't appear to be reversible. The lab rats are showing permanent signs of infertility and slight twitching, although no loss of libido.
I gave you all the protocols and formulae.
And I have followed them to the letter.
You like working here, don't you? You get well rewarded for your work. A salary, a bonus, stock options, a beauty parlor, subsidised canteen.
I'm the main reason you can get those lab rats.
Don't overplay your hand. Pretty girls with double first in chemistry are two a penny these days. And even if they're not pretty, I can take a swotty, sweaty 10-ton testy and turn her into jail or the latest flavour.
Ow, you're hurting me.
Yes, I know.
We have no choice. We have to shut him and his company down by 5 p.m. today at the latest, Prime Minister. We have had him on our watch list. He handles a lot of dangerous chemicals. We've had an undercover agent in his organisation for some time now. I can make the necessary arrangements and plant a cover story in the media. We, of course, have some journalists that we use for this type of thing, Prime Minister. They're very cooperative, of course, and we pay them a stipend and give them free bottles of gin.
In political news, the government today urgently announced the immediate withdrawal of £20 million worth of medical grants and fees from Lovepain Chemicals plc, together with a review of the firm's medical licenses. This comes after a damning undercover investigation by social services into the secret use of boys aged 16 to 19 years in the clinical trials by the chemical giant. The firm was found to be exclusively targeting orphans without any family, who are therefore unlikely to be reported as missing. The FTSE 100 company was founded in London by half Norwegian, half English Professor Lovepain's grandfather 50 years ago. There were also allegations about the use of a sexy female doctor called Abra Badabra to entice the boys into agreeing to be experimented on.
Speculation is rife in the city that the publicly quoted company could be a target for a hostile takeover, and that Professor Lovepain could personally face criminal charges and also have to return his OBE to the palace.
You want to meet Professor Lovepain?
There's time for that later, abracadabra. Right now, I would like to discuss the clinical trials of drug Z007. I've changed my mind. I like drug Z007. Flaws and all.
I don't understand.
Do you remember how I told you one day that the government might decide to shaft us and cut off all our grants and licenses?
Yes.
That day is here, and it's time to implement Plan B.
We're going to become a full-time criminal organisation, not just dodgy bits here and there.
We need new premises. Somewhere desolate, like Arizona Desert. I better call through to my American realtor.
Henchmen?
Henchmen. Apprentice henchmen and work experience henchmen will be cheaper. We'll recruit them and train them ourselves and give them any cure, some such. Actually, a year ago, I made a company promo aimed at that demographic. I have to send to some young offenders institutes. Hush, of course. Our first blackmail plot is drug Z007.
But it doesn't work properly.
Precisely. If my demands are not met by the UK government, I will release drug Z007 into the water supply, rendering all young males into twitching, sterile beings.
And for your teenage pregnancies, the Prime Minister might actually welcome the blackmail plot. He doesn't like teenage single mums. and the law says he has to give free housing and cigarette money.
Yes, well, obviously the plan needs some tweaking here and there. I'm still thinking it through. So, whilst I'm refining my plan this afternoon, you should be looking for a cure for Chinese burns, because I am giving you another one. If you annoy me again, abracadabra, I'll Chinese burn your neck permanently.